Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
To the air, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. Got through with the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Right down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn lines up quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Looking for space to the left.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. The lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough. safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's McDowell. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Sanders. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Leaves it with the running back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans are going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there. Throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter, 3rd down. We're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and he just had to run out of bounds.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Wow.
Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be 1st down. This guy can throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot.
Listen, you're not about to come in and do that, no.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He finds his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. He's looking to pass. Coming after it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. They're already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Yeah.
He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Hey. You connected to the TV. You connected to the TV. Huh? The phone?
The South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Oh no, that's it. Apple. I know I won't.
Need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle. And offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing the ball for some bad hits.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Still looking on the move. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. The give. Still on his feet. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with a man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they... the 12-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes
That
the
nigga
catch
fish.
after 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bennett.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking to throw it again. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Oh, what
nice
the fuck?
defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Oh my Jesus.
Another
That's supposed to, we still supposed to be running.
Nice job by the defense there.
This nigga take the field goal, but he's gonna punt this bitch.
They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the
Oh, you might well go for it.
Force the incompletion.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the areas they really focused on in this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
2-minute warning.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on third and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Guess I gotta get another pick
QBs
back.
have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I gotta manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I gotta use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Caught over the middle. It's Lambert Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Finds his open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Paul.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The give to the single back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Thorne. Throws to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And the game clocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
To the air, it's Sellers. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Looking for a crease, it's Hunter. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on the throw to the right sideline.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires left. And the missed connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And this offense is either married to their analytics of going for it on fourth down, or they don't know you can punt. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb.
Oh my
He
God.
stopped at the 23, a
Yes,
couple
he
yards
is.
short of where
No.
he would have been with a
That
touchback.
man bouncing off his own player like that. Alright, come on, man. You're right.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
What?
For the 4th time tonight,
I
it's
do
an
that shit.
interception.
High as hell.
Touchdown, South Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Yes,
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Thorne. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? That makes sense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He wants to take the top off. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing incomplete.
Trying to get to it. He's not afraid to go deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Okay.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. He had
Oh,
the
no, I
speed
know
to
that.
lose,
I was trying to figure out why
just
2 of them was
couldn't
stuck
connect.
there.
Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah,
What?
God, those ones that...
Oh, it's good. Because I'm trying to see about you saying something. I got Buku sound in my ear. Don't do all that shit. Nigga trying to make sure they hear you.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Ooh.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field
Oh,
on
like,
4th down.
like, nigga, I'm trying to make sure I hear your
Great
fucking
job
ass.
by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell
Three birds.
they knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Huh? I didn't. That's the main reason why I keep looking at you. Small you there. Oh.
The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. When he breaks into the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And he will score! Touchdown, Tiger! He has been searching, precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blood run.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
That's funny. You know good and damn well your sister ain't driving in the fucking rain. Oh, well, I don't know. You supposed to go over there early?
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. Decided to go for it. The defense didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the fourth.
You keep breaking your fucking neck and shit. Nigga, I'm looking at my food. I wasn't looking at you. My food right here. Trust me, my food is better sight than you.
Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That's the definition of an explosive play.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. Perfect playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
What are you doing, bro? Why do you keep taking my food? Move.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Caught near the sideline, it's Lambert Smith. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after making the catch.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The aerial assault continues. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Thorne. Fires to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The inside handoff. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Balls at the 13.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Grab near the marker. It's Hunter. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield, catches the football, does the rest.
Ooh, they didn't say something, huh?
What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
I like that move.
Is it hard?
Yep.
Ew.
Lining up to cover the kick after
Sure
that
did.
touchdown drive.
Don't know when, but I sure did. If it make you move.
What?
I said I sure did. If it back you up.
Okay.
I'm
Coming
talking
out
about
with it, it's
fighting like a
Auburn.
choo-choo train.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him
Who
at the
did?
16.
Who did?
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you
Yeah,
put a lot of
fucking
players,
good.
you get worn out.
The
You get a
13th
chance to
time.
go decompress the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2.
Man, what? That nigga ain't
He
else to
showed
go,
it
so
all
I
there,
ain't
a
even
little
looking.
elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great
He
job
ain't
on the
go nowhere else,
offensive
but right
line.
through the fuck else.
You got to control the line of scrimmage.
Literally, couldn't go nowhere else but to me.
Tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Throws to the wideout.
That is some real cheese shit from Buster Rhymes.
Gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
That pad I never done me shit. If I had Oregon, they'd give that shit to them for 30 minutes. I'd have 40 picks by now. If I play with my number team. Huh?
If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box,
Okay.
more guys to the road.
Oh my God.
Running with power. The Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
We play that, I don't know. I can use my whole team. You got to spend one. Hey, let's go. Once I lock that up, then what you do? Gonna run with junkies all day.
If you can find the soft spot,
Ever said this, you still got 1 minute and 14 to hold me, bro.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses.
Matter of fact, why y'all play with South Carolina again?
Big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here.
What you mean? You got a 99 speed person.
They do everything they can now. Defense,
What that mean?
give me a stop.
Oregon ain't got no 99 speed. We got nobody that got 99 speed on our defense.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails.
We still got what?
5-point game here in the fourth.
Auburn has great DBs, so what you talking about? Everything you about to say, Auburn has 3 DBs, so that's why I picked them. Because that's my franchise team. So what you talking about?
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb.
You're not making no sense.
And the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
If you get a, so who is your normal team? Who is your go-to? Like, if I can ask any one of your partners, who the team they gonna sit?
There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly
Because if you ask anyone of mine, they gonna tell you Oregon. Since they were sad.
Get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
So I mean, hey, now that I get what kind of player you are, then hey, that's cool. That's why I'm glad I picked Oregon
On
first.
the first down marker, so I can stop that clock for a little bit
Oh.
and possibly use my timeouts.
nowhere close on that one as he got
Dude.
drilled trying to deliver the
Because
football.
really, the
Now
game
they
been
face
putting
another
over.
down. Got
It was
to
22
get
nothing.
everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the right.
A skunk, nigga. What you mean a skunk? 22
Another
nothing.
incompletion on
What?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough.
We don't play no one drive, nigga. Once you get skunk, you got skunk. You do 30 picks.
Forcing the incompletion.
Once you get skunk, you get skunk. That's your ass.
A deep throw as the clock winds
But we
down.
gonna go ahead on and keep running the ball and let's go for you.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide
There you
open
go.
ahead.
That's my 99 overall. Who's not a 99 overall?
And
I think he like a 91 speed.
got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his
Jeez.
hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you need it.
Nah, all mine yards after catch. I ain't doing no fucking bomb. That's my first actual bomb today.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that
30
lead to a
bombs.
field goal. Looking downfield,
30
it's
bombs.
Thorne. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a
I don't
negative
see why
play.
they like
But
me.
if I
No
can be
picks
aggressive,
at all.
I'm still trying to go to the end
Like,
zone
me
and get the
nothing.
immediate done.
Take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly
Jeez,
can. You just got to
walking
wonder
down
what
on
he's
picks.
thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Sanders. And he's knocked down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, sometimes when you're thrown against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You know, the defense felt flat out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best at that time.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Plenty of
Back to
fireworks
evening,
in this one. A lot lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer, Dave
I said that a
Pollock,
fat
Reese
boy.
Davis, and
Yeah.
this has been another
When he asked why I was playing
presentation
sad.
of EA Sports
That's what about
College
you.
Football.
What? What?
You heard me. Clearly.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. Oh.
It's so old. I really just can't take on this serious. I'm serious.
You be dead ass. You be so serious, all that vein be popping up.
What?
You be so serious, all that vein be popping up.
What?
Hmm?
What you say?
You heard me.
What did you say?
You heard me.
I didn't hear you. You eating man.
You heard me. I was talking loud and clear. I was speaking loud and clear.